We are managing.
What do you think?
I'm lost.
Don't be lost. What about my community? Are you fine? Dominic, how are you doing?
Fine.
Okay, so as we all know, this is a geography lesson or class, and we are going to introduce a very new topic to us. But I think we know the topic very well. Are you hungry? You are just starting the lesson and you are hungry. Please come back to the class. So we start our lesson in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. So before I continue, we're having a lecture before this, which will talk about the significance of rocks. And I believe all of us were very attentive. So I would like just not to mention names, just point three people or any person that is willing to give me one of the significance. For example, Violet, can you give us one of the significance of rocks?
They are tourist attraction sites.
Clap for her. Also, Viola also.
Viola.
Rocks are water savers.
Clap for her also. I call my brother here, Emmanuel.
Raw materials.
So clap for him. That's sure. You people are very attentive and you can pass your exam. So now we are going to talk about or to learn today about photograph. So before I start talking about photographs, I believe that all of us will know what a photo is, and we have evolved in taking photos, and even some of us are good photographers. So just in few moments, I would like maybe in two groups to just tell your colleague what do you understand by the word photograph and what you know, because we are photographers and we take photographers. So just in two. So we can come back. So I will call again my colleague that doesn't have any. What do you understand by the word photograph? They say a photo. When you see yourself appearing somewhere.
Is an image or an object.
So that's last try. Let's just give him a round of applause. So there are some objects or it could be human beings that are slide recorded by a camera, and also it could be in form of a printed copy, or it could have also some features of photosensitive materials that also sometimes could be transpired or transferred into a prepared photo. That's why you see sometimes when you take a photo, like for those people that were in the olden days, there is a type of photograph if you take, it will have this type of photosensitive materials that the photo is in the soft copy inside. Then when you look under the sun, you will see the pictures of the people in the card. But if you look at it this way, you can't see yourself. So those are the type of those are the photographs that are of them before now the new modern technology. So before we talk about photographs, also we have types of photographs, and I believe so based on our own understanding, there are two types of photographs. Who can mention one if you have idea? But if you don't have, no problem. Ground. Yes, clap for her. Then who can mention the second one? If you know.
Aerial photograph.
Aerial photograph. That's good, clap for him. So a ground photograph refers to a type of a photo that is taken from the ground. The camera focuses on the object directly. And that's always when you take a photo. Like for example, if you use your phone to take a picture and you are standing facing the object or the person directly, you see that picture will be very clear and bold. For instance, those who are also taking the passport, you see that the picture is very good, and maybe those also that are taking features, maybe animals and some objects, and when you take it from the ground, you can view and it has a clear object to capture in that photo. Then the second one also that we talk about, and in this one we have 3 types under ground photograph. We have a ground close-up photograph. That is underground photograph. Now we have ground we have a ground close-up photograph. This ground close-up photograph means that when you take this type of photograph, it's covered all that, as I've said from the beginning, that if you have maybe from an animal you want to capture, it will take very bold, and the more distance you are from the object, the more the object becomes very small or decreases. But when you are close, that's what you can see from here. We have some features here about pictures about the ground photograph. This is an animal. It is being focused directly on the ground, and you see how it is very big. I think we can see it very bold, and it's very nice also because those are photographers. So this is the ground close-up. And the second one also, we have also the general ground view photograph. This general ground view photograph also is a type of photograph that when taken, it captures many features, and the objects that are very close to the camera will appear very bold. That's why you see this type of animal, and it will capture those features also that are very far from the camera. Whereas maybe if you have those with spectacles, like my brother Samuel, can see what is here and tell us. So this is just what we have now here on the general ground view photograph. Then we have also the second one, we have the ground public. So this one also, the camera or the photographer stand on a hill. Let's say for instance, if I want to capture this glass, I will not break this one. So I may stand and capture all of you, and I'll be able to see whatever is in this glass. So that's what you see. And this type of photograph also, it can be used also to capture like areas that are very far. You can see here, like top of buildings, mountains, and the rest of them. So this is what we use in this aspect. That is the ground oblique photograph. Now we are going to enter the second one. I don't know if time will allow us, which is aerial photograph. And this aerial photograph also, these are types of photograph that is used. I don't know if I will be able to get this correct. It's being taken with an aircraft or helicopter and the rest of them. So this is how I can shoot. I don't know how to draw. So this is aerial photograph, which is used. It is being used to take the photograph from the air, either using helicopter, aircraft, balloon, parachute also, and even sometimes they use drone. Like if you are coming here always, there are some people that normally have occasions here. If they are rich people, they send a drone to cover the occasion. So this is what aerial photograph is all about. It is being used also for capturing, maybe if they want to capture this Marist, they can send an aeroplane to capture. And if they want to draw like maps also, they use this type of aerial photograph. And this aerial photograph also has only two aspects. So we can see the aerial photograph from here. So this is the example of aerial photograph. And you can see from here, it has captured everything. That's why some of us that have never entered plane before, but those that have entered, if you are up, you will discover that when the plane is taking off, you capture all. That's when you know the beauty of a city. If it is at night, then you see, you capture everywhere. But when you are there, you cannot. And when you are coming down, you'll be able to get everything that is under the ground or under the plane. So this is what aerial photograph is being used. And we have also two types of this aerial photograph. I don't know if somebody has like maybe idea about the types of aerial photograph. Can anybody give us one?
Vertical aerial photograph.
Good. Vertical aerial photograph. Clap for him. Then the second one. Who will help us? Yes.
Aerial oblique.
Photograph. So we say that the vertical photograph, the photo is being taken vertically, focusing on the object. Maybe for example, like when I want to take a house. Like if I want to take this, if I want to take this house now, so you see now, the feature, this is a house that I'm capturing. So the house will appear very neat and big for everyone to see. And it is being used also to take even the top of the house. And you can see now, it has captured the house very correctly, and every other feature that is there, then it is being captured. So then the ground oblique also is being used to take through helicopter. Like maybe that is the low flying helicopters. That's what the second one, the oblique aerial photograph, is being used to take. So without wasting much of our time, I would like to say that the class is awesome, and I like the way people have interacted. So do you have any question? Or will anybody wish to take us a photo so that he'll be able to show the parent at home that we have learned about photograph? Any question? Okay. If there's no question, that shows that we are good photographers. And so, but I've asked just a simple question, and to see if you were just listening or you were listening with understanding. So this is from 2, right? So we talk about photograph. I would like to call my brother Bundi. Is it Bundi? To just, maybe, have you ever taken a picture?
Yes.
So tell us, how did you see that picture? Is it you use ground photograph, oblique, or ground general photograph? Tell us just a bit. So how was the picture?
Because of it was concentrated on one subject, which was me.
That is just a passport. So you are taking a passport like this.
Yes.
So who can give us the two types of photographs we have? Any other person? Bio.
Ground photographs and video photographs.
Good. You have for two of them. So I would like us to conclude here, and the assignment is that next week or tomorrow, I want all of us to bring a picture taken from an aerial photograph. So maybe you can look for a plane or a helicopter or drone and capture it. So